Hi, I'm back. Yeah, my name is Joe. I'm back with a little bit of I want to talk a little bit about something lah. Okay, I think previously I did some videos or about the bright sound ukulele. And I want to try. I want to talk a little bit about pickups instead because I noticed that a lot of people don't really understand much about what pickups really do. Especially for the newbies. I know you guitar experts out there know everything there is to know about pickups. Okay, um, acoustic pickups. Okay, I would like to say, especially for pickups which come with ukuleles. Okay, you will mostly see there are like maybe three types. Okay, at least minimum at least three types. So there is passive pickups, which don't use any batteries. Okay, uh, and then you have the two other types which are actually active pickups. So the two other types of active pickups are made up of two types. One type uses the CR2032 batteries, cell batteries. Okay, they call me cell batteries because they look like that. Okay, these are the cell batteries. And there's another type that uses the 9 volt batteries, something like that. Okay, these are 9 volts. You can see that there's the two connector things, plus and minus. Okay, so okay, one thing about active pickups. Okay, one thing about passive pickups is that passive pickups, uh, because they are not powered by batteries, the input signal for that pickup is not strong. Okay, so when you plug in a passive pickup into an amplifier, you won't really get much volume. You notice that even if you plug in a passive pickup into an amplifier and you crank up the volume all the way to the max, you don't hear anything. Okay, it's very soft. Okay, it's really very soft. Okay, um, so that's the reason why we use active pickups more, because you don't really need to crank the volume too much. They're more powerful. Okay. Now, not that's not to say that even if you use a passive pickup, you won't be able to get a good volume out of it, because um, we can actually use things like preamps. Okay, I have one over here. Okay. Now mine is a cheap preamp lah. This is just a Nux preamp. It's a Nux PA2 acoustic kind of preamp, and it also does effects lah. You can have I mean you can do things like a chorus, and you can change the ambience of it, as in you can have a delay, you can have a room or hall kind of a different kind of ambience to it lah. Okay, so what's really important, okay, is that you need to understand uh, what's the difference between uh, okay, or rather what's the difference between how actually pickups sound like. Okay, um, unfortunately, I don't have a passive pickup with me. All my ukuleles or guitars use active pickups. Okay, at the very minimum, they use those which are powered by cell batteries. Okay, so I'm going to let you hear a little bit about how it sounds like. Okay, I have my Bright Sun ukulele over here. Okay, and and when you play it normally, this is how it sounds like. Okay. Okay, something like that. Okay, this is how it sounds like acoustically. Okay, now if I plug it into an amplifier, okay, if I plug it into an amplifier, now I have to crank this guy up a little bit because this Bright Sun ukulele uses cell batteries like that. Okay, so cell batteries, they are not really very powerful in a sense. They're still okay. They're still okay because it's still active pickup. But you just have to crank up your amplifier a little bit louder, lah. Okay. So you can see I have it almost at max. Okay, that's how it sounds like. Okay. Um, Now what happens is, if I want to boost the signal even more, I want to boost it even more, I can actually use the preamp. Okay. So when I connect the output of the preamp and the input of the ukulele, Okay, and then I connect the preamp to the amplifier. Sorry, I can't really show my amplifier because my camera is fixed on my MacBook. Okay, and I don't need to crank the volume up much, maybe about 2 or 3, and I can boost the signal further just using my preamp. See, hear that? So loud, man. Okay, so if I use one of my presets, I mean something like that lah. Okay, you can see it's very very powerful. Okay, when I use the preamp, the sound of it is really changes a lot lah. Very very powerful preamp. Okay, so that's the whole point about using a preamp. Why you need a preamp when you're using pickups that use which are not so powerful. Okay, um, now for ukes that come with pickups that uses this kind of cell batteries, right? If it's just a single cell battery, to be honest, I have a lot of problems with ukes that use only single cell batteries. Okay, because for some reason I find that they don't really boost the signal that much. Okay, they don't really boost the signal as much as say a uke that uses 2 cell batteries. Okay, now that uke I was playing, the Bright Sun uke, that one uses 2, and if you notice that over here, okay, it shows as 3 volts. Okay, so one battery is 3 volts. If you use 2, it's 6 volts, so it's a lot more powerful than having just one battery. I find that those ukuleles that have only one battery, they don't really boost the signal very much. Okay, I've seen it a lot like in a lot of other brands, which I'm not able to name here. But you guys know lah. Okay, you've seen it before. You've seen a lot of the ukes sold outside. They come with only just 1 cell battery, and those kind of pickups are really trashy kind of pickups. Okay, to be honest, um, they are lousy. They don't boost the signal, and the tone quality is bad. Okay, now here's something that you must understand about pickups. Even though what I've been saying so far is always in favor of having active pickups versus passive pickups, you must understand one thing is that there's no such thing as a lousy. Uh, okay, sorry, there's no such thing as saying passive pickups are lousier or active pickups are better in a sense. Okay, let me explain something to you. Uh, even among the passive pickups, okay, there are very high-end passive pickups. Okay, we have brands like I'm not sure if LRX creates passive pickups, but Fishman does create passive pickups. Okay, and you can see there are some people who actually install Fishman passive pickups into custom-made Kamaka ukuleles. Okay, no joke, I'm serious. Okay, now why is that so? Why does a company like Fishman that makes really high quality pickups create passive pickups? The reason is simple. It's because there is a market out there for people who just don't like the signal to be boosted by their pickup. So they want the pickup to be able to pick up that minimum signal and then to boost the signal further with a preamp device, a preamp unit, okay, which is one of these, okay, or it could be your LRX DI box. You know? Some people they actually run it through an LRX DI box, acoustic DI box, because it's a lot more. They find that the DI box is better, it's expensive. It's a really solid preamp, acoustic preamp. So some people feel that they don't like the signal to be touched by anything. They just want it to go through the DI box. So they buy a very high quality passive pickup. So you can from what I'm saying, I can actually tell you. I mean, based on experience, I can tell you that even among the passive pickups, there are good quality and there's bad quality passive pickups. Likewise, there is good quality active pickups and there's bad quality active pickups. Okay. Uh, Obviously, I mean, like I think some of you may have actually owned ukuleles, or you may have seen ukuleles being sold outside, which are very cheap, okay, maybe like 70, $80 range. And don't be surprised, some of them even in the 70 or $80 range, they come with either a passive or active pickup. Okay, so people actually have this mindset, and somehow and moreover when they sell something like that, they always tell you that, oh yeah, see, it's a ukulele with an active pickup. Oh, it must be good. It's not true. I'm going to I'm going to debunk this myth that's been going on in the industry for a long time. Okay, why is that not true? Okay, because active pickups or passive pickups can also be there are also extremely cheap OEM types of passive or active pickups. Okay, that means they are like maybe brandless, or they are made by some very unknown brand. And those kind of pickups are very, very cheap. Okay, if you really buy them in bulk, and when I mean bulk, they don't mean like 100 orders or so. It's like 1,000 orders minimum. Okay, those kind of pickups can be bought in 1,000 batch per piece, from between $3 to $5. That's how cheap it is. Okay, um, yeah, it can be between. I'm talking about in terms of US dollars. Okay, not Singapore dollars. Uh, it can go between $3 to $5 for a pickup. It's ridiculous. It's dirt cheap. So obviously, if you buy a passive or active pickup that costs like $5, what do you expect, right? When you plug it in and then you notice that, hey, there's a lot of hissing and popping and all sorts of weird sounds coming into it, there's nothing you can do about it, because that is a lousy pickup. Okay, you heard how clean my White Sun ukulele sounded, right? That one uses something called double pickup. Double pickup is not exactly famous outside China, but in China it's quite famous. A lot of people actually know about it. Okay, and you can hear how clean the sound is even for this brand. It's a relatively unknown brand, but yet they produce very good quality pickups. Okay, you can hear how clean the sound is even without the preamp. Okay, the preamp actually does do some noise cancellation. It actually does remove some of the hisses and pops and squeals and all that. But you can hear even without the preamp, you can hear that the sound is fairly clean. There's no hissing and popping and all that kind of thing, as compared to if you use those really cheap kind of pickups. Okay, so some people tell me, oh, I bought a ukulele for like $80 and it comes with an active pickup. Then when you look at the pickup, right, and you plug it in and you try it, it sounds totally horrible. So, and the uke itself sounds terrible even without pickup. Even if it's played acoustically, it sounds terrible. There's no, I mean, the ukes are so cheap, man. Those are like really ukes which are made in factories. They are so, I mean, they are made in the thousands. And the real cost of building such a uke in those factories um, is somewhere between like what, maybe $12 to $15 US. Some go as low as $10 US per piece. So you can imagine what you're basically buying or paying for is nothing but just a toy. Okay, it's a toy uke with a toy pickup. That's it. Okay, you don't get any great sound from it. You don't get much playability from it. It sounds terrible. Okay, I have never gone near any of those ukes in my life. Even when I first started playing the ukulele, I've never gone near any of those. I refuse to go near any of those. Okay, that's how bad they are. Their quality is so terrible that I don't even want to touch them. Okay, because I know that this is how bad the quality is. Unfortunately, the industry is like that. The industry makes crappy ukes with crappy pickups, which are sold by the thousands, simply because of profit. They just want to make money, profit off all these things. And they go around bluffing people who are gullible, people who don't know this kind of thing, which is basically the majority of people who are new to the ukulele, or even players who have been playing for a couple of years but they know nothing about what is a good pickup, what is a good uke and things like that. They just buy. They thought, wow, it's less than $100. I can get a uke with a passive pickup. What they don't know is what they're getting is actually just a laminate or plywood, a full plywood uke, a full plywood ukulele which is mass produced in factories by people who don't even know how to build ukes. Okay, we call them operator built ukes because they are actually made by operators. They are assembled by operators who don't even know what is luthiership, what is it like to actually properly make and adjust a uke. So you just look at a set of blueprints and they just put everything together. Okay, I'll just glue part A to part B, finish. That's it. You know, and no, and they glue it together and say, yeah, see, voila, I've got a make a uke. No, but it's rubbish. The ukes are rubbish. Those comes are terrible and they're rubbish, and the pickups that come with them are equally rubbish as well. When you plug it in, you hear it's nothing but hissing and popping, and so terrible, it's so noisy, and I don't even want to go near, man. It's like, forget it, you know. Yeah. So the point I'm trying to say is that, you know, when you buy uke, sometimes don't just look at the price. Be careful when you look at the price. You know, you have to ask yourself, you know, it costs less than $100, and you're telling me that this is less than $100, and it comes with an active pickup. You know, then you have to ask yourself, what kind of quality is the ukulele? Number one, exactly how good is the quality of the ukulele? Okay. Number two, how good is the quality of the pickup? I can assure you, if you want a quality ukulele with a quality pickup, you are not going to pay $100 for it. You're going to pay minimum at least $200+ for it, okay, to get something like that, okay, at least minimum, okay. Uh, so I don't know lah. I've heard a lot of people tell me there's a lot of myths floating around in the industry. I heard people tell me this sort of thing, and I find it ridiculous. I laugh at it all the time because I find it so silly that, you know, like, why are people buying this kind of super cheapo ukes? You know? And what you're doing is that if you buy such a uke which are super cheap and super lousy and with lousy pickups, what you're doing is that you are actually hurting the industry. I'm not trying to blame any of you or offend anyone, but this is the truth. Because when you buy such ukes, you are feeding the industry. You're feeding the industry that produces very lousy, terrible quality instruments, but selling it to you for a ridiculous price. Okay, so the actual cost of their instrument and the uke, their pickup is so bad it costs like maybe 3 to 5 USD. Okay, so let's take for example, let's assume, let's say the cost of the uke is, let's say is 15 USD. Okay, 15 USD plus a $5 pickup, that's 20 USD. Okay, how much is 20 USD? I'm not sure about conversion rate now, so maybe roughly about 60 something, 60 plus Sing dollars, right? They mark it up to like 80 or 90. Some of them sell it as high as 120 or 130 or 140, and they sell it to you. Okay, think about it. The actual price of it is only about 20 USD. They are selling it to you for like 60 USD. Just imagine. Okay, so when you continue buying lousy instruments, lousy ukuleles, and lousy pickups, okay, you are fueling the industry that is cheating the entire world. Okay, so don't buy crappy ukes with crappy pickups. You are fueling the industry. You are helping that very no, very the industry that's very is just very unethical. Okay, that the industry is very unethical. Okay, I know a lot of places sell such ukes. Okay, but I can tell you that please don't support that kind of ukes. Try not to. Okay, try not to. Those of you who have bought it, you know, it's okay. I'm not saying you're wrong because um, I got a lot of friends who don't even know themselves and they bought such ukes. You know, they actually go, you just go online and say, yeah, the uke is cheap, man. Okay, just buy it. You know? But don't buy them. Okay, don't support that kind of ukes. The reason why I'm talking so much about Bright Sun, or rather Real Sun, okay, is because Real Sun actually knows this problem. They understand what's going on in the industry, and they decided to create real ukuleles of that kind of quality, okay, with that kind of quality pickups, and they sell it for the price that is very competitive. Okay, now you won't, of course, you won't be able to get it for like $80 or $100 lah. No, for real sound ukuleles like at least $200, 220, 240 at least, around 240. Okay, um, the thing is that they are cheap. They're actually relatively cheap if you think about it. Okay, if you take a real sound ukulele and you compare side by side with any other brands out there, and you notice that even the side of the ukuleles are rounder and things like that. Okay, yeah, that's very nice, right? You can see the way they create a very nice rounded edges. There's no sharp edges, by the way. It's beautiful, and it's high gloss, and you can see the fretboard is so well made. When you play it, it's so comfortable. It's built as a very high quality uke. Um, I could go to a performance somewhere and I may not have brought my ukulele along. And if someone hands me a real sound ukulele, I can just take it and play on the spot. I wouldn't need to worry about whether this ukulele is playable or not, whether the pickup is good or bad. No, it's just perfect. Okay, so don't take my word for it. Just go and try it for yourself. We have sold a few of it already, and people who have real sound ukuleles, ask them about it. Try their ukuleles, and you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, sad to say lah, because Real Sun, when they created this series of cedar, solid top cedar and solid top spruce, they created this series of ukuleles to actually kind of like test the market, to see what's the response like. Okay, if they're going to come out with this series. Unfortunately, this series when they're launching is actually not. Sorry, that they launched isn't exactly profitable. You see. Um, because if they sell it for anything more than that, people don't want to buy. You see, which is unfortunate because it's actually a extremely well built ukulele. Okay, so that's the reason why Bright Sun will be stopping. They will be stopping production for the ukuleles which are for this solid top ukuleles. They're going to stop production soon because it's not profitable. It's too they're losing money on it actually. Okay, considering the amount of work they put into it, plus the quality of the instrument and the wood and the pickup they put into it, charging like 240 for it or 260 for it is really it's not profitable for them. It's too cheap. Okay, it's not worth the labor and not worth all the time and everything. Very sad lah. It's very sad because it means that the market out there is going to be flooded by a lot of toy looks lah. Laminate, full laminates which are actually that sound like toys. They're built like toys. If you look at it, you can see, right? The neck, the body, and everything. You touch it and feel. It feels like a toy. If you compare it against a real sound, you touch the real sound, you're wow. Instantly, you will wow. Your reaction will be wow. They're worlds apart. For that price range, they are worlds apart. Okay. Um. Yeah. So anyway, we will be bringing in. We actually know that they have about 18 pieces left for us. So we're able to bring in 18 pieces. Okay, the last 18 pieces, no more. After this, Real Sun will not be releasing any more soy top cedar or soy top spruce ukleles anymore. Real Sun has decided to go into the full laminate as well lah. But again, don't think that full laminates are bad because full laminates, the ones which are built by Real Sun are amazing. So their full laminates actually do sound like solids even. Okay, that's how good their workmanship is. Their craftsmanship and their workmanship is that good. They can actually make a laminate sound fantastic. We've actually tested their laminates as well and sound amazingly good. So anyway, for the solid tops, we have 18 of those left, which we bought all and we're bringing in by the way to resell. Those of you who want to get your hands on them, please call us. Okay, I'll be putting our numbers on the YouTube video later. Okay, at the comment section. Yeah, I'm not trying to advertise anything. Okay, I'm just sharing with you guys and letting you guys know that yeah, we are bringing in, we're starting off this thing because this is the last batch. In other words, there will be no more of it. Unfortunately, so I wish they'll continue making it because if they continue making it, I'm going to buy the entire batch from the factory and resell it in Singapore. Unfortunately, no, they have decided to actually stop production. So this is like because for them it's kind of like an experimental thing. They want to see the response of the market. You see, for such a high quality instrument for such a low price. So they're trying to experiment a little bit and find what's the response like. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm only able to get 18 pieces of it left. Yeah, if not, I would just go and buy the entire batch and say, hey, give me like 100 pieces of it, and I'm going to resell it. But that's not the case, lah. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that's all I want to talk about pickups and ukuleles and things like that, lah. Okay. Yeah. So for pickups and all that, you must make sure that you depends on your setup lah. Depends if you really need more power and things like that. You need to have more input power. You need to get a pedal to boost the signal. Uh, at the moment, we don't carry pedals. Okay. But we are actually looking into it. We're looking into finding a brand that we can actually carry. Uh, for me personally, I don't have any acoustic pedals. All I have is just a Lux pedal, which is pretty good lah. If it's good enough, I might want to bring this in lah. or rather Singapore actually has them also. There are some shops selling this Nux pedal. Uh, yeah, so yeah, that's basically about it lah. So yeah, I hope you guys learn something about passive and active ukuleles and things like that. And any questions, just leave it in a comment. Just leave it in the comment section below, and we'll try to get back to you later. Okay, thank you.